Okay, so let's try to have some example. Okay, so for problem number 1, determine the value of the resistance and the series connected inductance or capacitance for each of the following impedances. So letter A, 12 plus J5 ohms. Letter B, negative J40 ohms. Letter C, 30 bar angle 60 ohms. And letter D, 2.20 times 10 raised to 6 bar angle negative 30 ohms. Assume for each a frequency of 50 Hz. So given na ang ating frequency. Para sa ating letter A, okay? Letter A. So, paano pag positive ang ating imaginary? So, letter A, 12 plus J5. Positive imaginary. Ibig sabihin, this is a inductive reactance. So, R is equals to 12 and XL is equals to 5 ohms. So, anong hinahanap natin? Yung inductance ang hinahanap natin. So, ito yung XL, hindi pa ito yung inductance. This is the inductive reactance pa ang XL. So, hinahanap natin is the L. We are looking for the resistance. The inductance. So, paano natin makukuha yung L? We have the formula of XL is equals to 2 pi FL. And L is equals to XL over 2 pi F. Okay? Yan na. So, meron na tayong XL, meron tayong pi, meron tayong F. Nakukuha na natin ang L. So, L is equals to XL, which is 5 ohms over 2 pi F. Ang F natin, sabi is 50 Hertz. So, the value of L is 0.0159 Henries or 15.9 millihenries. Okay, that is the answer. The inductance is 15.9 millihenry. Okay, next, letter B. Negative J40. Sabi ko nga, pag negative ang ating J, negative ang imaginary, it is capacitive or capacitive reactance. So, XC is equals to 40 ohms. So, hindi natin nilalagay yung ating net sign. Yung sign is yung sign natin is nagbabase lang tayo sa sign kung ito ay inductive reactance or kaya naman ay capacitive reactance. Hindi natin kailangang isulat yung XC as negative 40 ohms kasi walang negative value ang resistance. So, we are looking for C. Paano natin kukunin na C? Meron tayong formula na XC is equals to, anong formula dito? 1 over 2 pi FC. Okay? So, para makuha ang C is equals to formula 1 over 2 pi f xc. So, solve natin. 1 1 over 2 pi f is 50. Ating xc is, what is the xc? Xc is 40 ohms. So, equals, okay, so tara, anong sagot dito? Wait lang, calculate ko lang. Okay, the answer is 0.0000796 farads. Naka-farad yan. So, convert natin into microfarad. Equals 79.6 microfarad. This is the answer. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, letter C. Given sa ating letter C. C is 30 bar angle 60 degrees. Ano to? Pag nasa taas siya, pag ang ating bar angle is positive. Pag bar angle is positive, it is an inductive reactance. Tandaan niyo yun? Kasi nga, pag nasa taas, the current lags the voltage by 90 degrees, it is inductive. So, this is XC. Pero paano ang ating gagawin? Convert muna natin siya into, this is polar form, so convert natin siya into rectangular form. So, hindi ko na, nasolve natin to last meeting, na-discuss natin, irerekta ko na ng pag-convert. So, 30 bar angle 60 degrees is also equals to 15 plus J 25.98. Pag positive, inductive reactance. So, we have an R of 15 and XL is 25.98 degrees. Since XL is equals to 2 pi FL and L is equals to XL over 2 pi F, and XL is 25.98 over 2 pi times 50. The answer is 0.0827 Henries or 82.7 millihenries. That is the answer. Okay, for letter D. Given for letter D is 2.20 times 10 raised to 6 bar angle negative 30 degrees. So again, since ito ay naka-polar form, convert natin into rectangular form. Alam niyo naman kung paano mag-convert. So we have 1.95 times 10 raised to 6 minus J 1 1.10 times 10 raised to 6. Okay, so this is negative. Pag negative, it is capacitance. That's why ang ating XC is equals to 1.10 times 10 raised to 6 ohms. Formula for C is 1 over 2 pi F XC. 1 over 2 pi times 50. Ang XC natin is 1.10 times 10 raised to 6 ohms. And our C is 2.894 times 10 raised to negative 9 farads, or 2.894 since negative 9 nano farad. Okay. So, tapos na tayo sa ating number 1, problem number 1. So, let's move to number 2. Determine in polar and rectangular forms the current flowing in an inductor of negligible resistance and inductance of 159.2 millihenries when it is connected to a 250 volt 50 hertz supply. So, anong gagawin natin dyan? We have a L of inductance or of 159.2. So, we are looking for XL. Formula for XL is XL equals to 2 pi FL, or 2 pi times F, 50 hertz, and L of 159.2 times 10 raised to negative 3 henries. Kailangan naka-henries tayo dyan. So, XL is equals to 50 ohms. Next, Z. Kunin natin na Z. Since this is inductive, positive to. So, kung negligible ang ating resistance, it is 0. 0 ang ating resistance, plus, because it is inductance, the resistance or the XL, inductive reactance, 50 ohms. Or also equals, pag naka-rectangular form siya, this is the rectangular form. Pag ipo-polar form natin siya, paano pag naka-polar form? 50 bar angle 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Pag kinonvert natin to. Kasi nga, negligible ang ating resistance. Pag kinonvert natin siya, 50 bar angle 90 degrees. Okay, next. Voltage natin. Ang voltage natin is 250 bar angle 0. So, ang ating voltage is always bar angle 0. Tandaan to ha. 250 bar angle 0. Or 250 plus J0. Ayan yun. This is the kung paano mag-convert or paano isulat ng isang voltage sa ating circuit. 250 bar angle 0 or 250 plus J0 kasi nga doon siya sa 0 degrees or sa voltage. So, sige, plot natin. This is V. Ito ay 250 angle 0 degrees. At ang ating Z or the total impedance natin, Z is equals to 50 bar angle 90. Ito yung Z natin. This is Z, this is V. And we are looking for the I. Nasaan ang I? Ito yung I. Yun ang I natin. So, hinahanap natin yung I. So, paano natin kukunin ang I? I is equals to V over Z. At ang V natin is 250 bar angle 0 over 50, sorry, 90 degrees, bar angle 90 degrees. Equals 250 over 50 times, pag-divide, minus 0 minus 90. So, equals to 5 bar angle negative 90 degrees. This is the value of I. Okay, so yun na yung I natin. So, kailangan natin, this is the polar form. So, paano natin kukunin ang rectangular form? Paano? So, convert nyo na lang. Pwede nyo i-direct na conversion siya. So, hindi na natin susolve. I-direct convert nyo na lang. Okay, so problem number 3 out of 6. Ito. A 3 microfarad capacitor is connected to a supply of frequency 1 kilohertz and the current of 2.83 bar angle 90 ampere flows. Determine the value of the supply potential difference. Okay. We have the given of C. C is 3 microfarad or 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 farads. Next, para makuha ang XC, we are looking for XC. XC is equals to 1 over 2 pi FC or 1 over 2 pi times 1 kilohertz or 1,000 times C or or 3 times 10 raised to negative 6. So, ang XC natin is 53.05 ohms. Hence, the impedance, anong impedance natin? So, wala tayong reactance. Wala tayong resistance. So, this is a pure inductive or pure inductor. So, pure capacitive. So, Z is equals to 0 since it is capacitive, negative. Negative J 53.05 ohms. Pag kinonvert natin siya, (53.05) bar angle, since ito is pure capacitive, negative 90 degrees. So, ang current natin is 2.83 bar angle 90 degrees. So, sa ating impedance triangle, not impedance triangle, Ohm's law, using Z, V is equals to IR is equals to IZ. I is 2.83 bar angle 90 and Z is 53.05 bar angle negative 90. Ating V. So ating potential difference is 150 bar angle 0 degrees. This is the answer. For problem number 4, the impedance of an electrical circuit is 30 minus J50 ohms. So A, determine the resistance, the capacitance, the modulus of impedance, and D, the current flowing and its phase angle when the circuit is connected to a 240 volt 50 hertz supply. So, sulat muna natin siya. Since the impedance is Z is equals to 30 minus J50, the resistance is 30 ohms. And sa letter B, the capacitance, this is negative, kaya capacitance, XC is equals to 50 ohms. Sorry, this is the capacitive reactance. So we are looking for the capacitance, which is C. C is equals to 1 over 2 pi FXC, or 1 over 2 pi times 50. Ang XC natin is 50. C is equals to 63.66 microfarads. So resistance, capacitance. Letter C, the modulus of impedance, or Z. We are looking for Z. Ito yung ating modulus of impedance. C, we are looking for, ulit. We are looking for the modulus of impedance. Z is equals to square root of R squared plus XC squared. Since ang R natin is 30. So, square root of 30 squared plus 50 squared. Ating modulus of impedance is 58.31 ohms. Next, letter D. The current flowing in its phase. So we're looking for I. Again, Z is equals to 30 minus J 50. Pag kinonvert natin siya sa sa polar form, magiging siyang 58.31 bar angle negative 59.04 degrees. Z natin. So, since the value of I, makukuha natin siya sa V over Z. Ating V is 240 bar angle 0. Ang ating Z is 58.31 bar angle negative 59.04. I is 4.12 bar angle 59.04 degrees. Okay, that is the answer. For number 5, a 200 volt 50 Hz supply is connected across a coil of negligible resistance and inductance 0.15 Hz connected in series with a 32 ohm resistor. Determine the impedance of the circuit, the current in the circuit phase angle, the potential difference across the 32 ohm resistor, and the potential difference across the coil. Okay, the coil is the inductor. So, for letter A, the impedance of the circuit. So, this is inductance. So, ang ating Z is equals to R plus J XL. Para makuha natin, meron na tayong R. So, we are looking for the XL. Formula for XL is XL is equals to 2 pi. FL is equals to 2 pi. F is 50. L is, what is the L? L is 0.15 henries. So, XL is equals to 47.1 ohms. So, ang ating impedance is equals to 32 plus J 47.1 ohms. Or, pag kinonvert natin sa polar, 57 bar angle 55.81 degrees ohms. Letter B, the current in the circuit and the circuit phase angle. O the current. Paano natin kukunin ang current? Meron na tayong Z, meron tayong V. So V is, formula for current, I is equals to V over Z. Or 200, letter B na to, 200 bar angle 0 over 57 bar angle 55.81 degrees. So, I is equals to 3.51 bar angle negative 55.81 degrees ampere. So the current is 3.51 and it lags the voltage by negative 55 degrees. Negative 55.81 degrees. Sorry. The current is 3.51 amperes, lagging the voltage by 55.81 amperes. So ano natin yan, drawing natin. Sige. Plot natin. Hindi kami dito. This is our argon diagram. Ang ating voltage is 200. Ang ating impedance is 55.81, 57. Ito yung ating Z. Z is equals to 57 bar angle 55.81. At ang ating current daw ay, saan ang current natin? Nandito yung ating current. This is I. I is equals to 3.51 bar angle negative 55.81 degrees. That's why, kaya sinabi natin na the current is lagging kasi siya ay nahuhuli ng 55.81 sa ating voltage. Lagging. It lags the voltage by 55.81 degrees. Ayun yung ibig sabihin ng lagging. Okay, so letter C. Potential difference across the 32 ohm resistor. So VR, letter C, VR is equals to I times R. At ang ating R, so we are looking for the VR, the voltage across the resistor. Current is 3.51 bar angle 55.81 times R. Ang R natin is, since pure resistance, 32 bar angle 0. And VR is 112.3 bar angle negative 55.81. Negative to. Negative 55.81. Okay. Letter din tayo. The potential difference across the 32 ohm, the potential difference across the voltage. So we have this formula. VL is equals to I XL, or the I is 3.51 but angle negative 55.81 times XL, which is 47.1. Ito yung XL natin. Anong angle ng XL? Since it is inductive, bar angle 90 degrees. So VL natin is equals to 165.3 bar angle 34.19 ohms. So merong shortcut sa calculus niyan kung paano isusulat ang polar form. Pero syempre, kaya nyo rin namang manu-manuhin yan. 3.51 times 47.1. Ayun yung inyong 165.3. Then, negative 55.8 plus 90 degrees. Ayun yung inyong 34.19. Okay, last number. Problem number 6. Determine the value of the impedance if the current of 7 plus J16 ampere flows in the circuit when the supply voltage is 120 plus J200 voltage. If the frequency of the supply is 5 megahertz, determine the value of the components forming the series circuit. So, impedance, napakasimple lang. We are looking for the Z. Z is equals to V over I. Ang ating V is 120 plus J 200 over the I of 7 plus J 16. So, convert nyo yan sa ating polar form. Magiging conversion yan is 233.24 bar angle 59.04 over 17.464 bar angle 66.37. So, ang ating Z natin is 13.36 bar angle negative 7.33 degrees. Naka-polar. Convert natin siya into rectangular para makuha natin yung mga components. Pag convert natin siya, magiging siyang 13.25 minus J 1.705 ohms. So, it is the value of our Z. So, since ang value of R is equals to 13.25 ohms. Ito yun yung ating R. And this one, since this is negative, it is XC. So, XC is equals to 1.705 ohms. So, kung nahanap pa natin ng ating C, the value of C. C is equals to 1 over 2 pi FXC. 1 over 2 pi f of 5 megahertz, or 5 times 10 raised to 6 times xe. And xe is 1.705. So C is equals to 1.867 times 10 raised to negative 8 farads, or 18.67 nanofarads. So ito yung ating mga sagot. The value of the resistor is 13.25 ohms, and the value of the capacitor is 18.67 nanofarads. So okay, so we are done with the example problems. And for your seat work, kindly answer this 1 to 10. So pakisagutan nyo, it will be okay, so for your seat work, pakisagutan na lang to 1 to 10. I will set the deadline sa inyong LMS. So good luck and thank you.